I'm going to give you one more chance to leave, and then you're going to go in handcuffs. Do you understand?
I'm going to call 911.
No, you're not.
Don't touch my phone.
Oh, now we're going to jail.
You're touching me, and I didn't do nothing wrong. You're about to get in trouble for real.
On March 22nd, 2023, deputies from a Florida sheriff's office responded to a hotel water park after reports of a woman screaming and using profane language in front of nearly 100 children.
Hi.
I'm Deputy Plum with the sheriff's office.
Deputy Plum.
All right. Do you have an ID on you or anything?
Sure do.
Can I borrow that from you?
Sure can.
What's going on today?
I came here and I was sitting at the bar having a drink with my friends. I come here multiple times. When I tell you I've spent thousands of dollars at this hotel, From the bar to staying at the hotel to everything. This is my hotel I come to.
All right, hold on one sec.
I go to the hotel, I'm at the...
Roxy, can you copy one of my Florida ID? Okay, you're at the bar.
I'm at the bar drinking, and the guy that has no shoes, he's not over here.
Security guy? Okay.
Oh, he's not over here, sorry. He's not the one with no shoes. He has no shoes. Every time I come to this place, whether I'm staying, if I'm not staying, I go to that little convenience store or whatever it is.
Probably, thank you.
To check in and get your wristband so you can get in the lazy river and the slide.
Okay.
Bring my son and my daughter here. 24,
yes, but what happened today?
24/7.
Okay, what happened?
I'm sitting at the bar, and the dude with no shoes comes to my people that I bought a hotel, $400 hotel room, comes to my people and says something to my people for what?
Well, what did he say?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, so what happens?
He was talking shit to them.
About what?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
How do you know he's talking shit?
They need to leave the pool.
Okay, so he asked him to leave the pool. So you know what he said.
They need to leave the area.
Okay, so you know what he said.
They need to leave the area, but I paid. There you go.
I don't need that.
I paid.
Okay, so then what happens?
So then what happens is I've seen this man multiple times. I've seen
Yes,
this
I get
man,
it. You come here all the time. I get it. So
I've seen him multiple times.
Got it.
Went and got my tickets, and I was like, here's my tickets.
Did he ask you to leave?
He did.
Okay. Did you leave?
What would I leave for when I paid?
Didn't he ask you to leave?
For what?
Did he ask you to leave?
For what, though?
I'm asking you a question. Did he ask you to leave?
Yes. Why did
And then you did not leave, right?
Why did he ask me to leave?
I don't know. That's a good question. You tell me.
I'm asking you.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
You.
It's private property. If they ask you to leave, you have to leave.
What do you mean? When I paid $400?
All right, so I'm not going to argue with you. You're getting trespassed, okay? Kyle, can you say the words?
So,
yeah. Kyle, you don't have to listen. I don't care.
No.
Okay.
I want to know what I'm getting trespassed for.
It's private property. They could trespass you for anything they want.
Above you, so we can talk to him.
Nope, that's not how this works.
No, what do you mean that's not how that works? What do you mean that's not how that works? I'm asking you for your sergeant.
Ma'am, you're about to go in handcuffs, so you better back up right now.
I'm asking you for your sergeant.
I'm
asking you for your sergeant.
Guess what, Dallas County Sheriff's Office? We don't have to get you a supervisor, okay?
You don't have to get me a supervisor.
Let's go get your stuff, okay? Because you're leaving.
You don't have to get me a supervisor.
I'm going to give you one more chance to leave, and then you're going to go in handcuffs. Do you understand?
I'm going to call 911.
No, you're not.
Don't touch my phone.
Oh, now we're going to jail.
You're touching me, and I didn't do nothing wrong. You're about to get in trouble for real. What the are you touching me for? What the are you putting me on the floor for?
Stop resisting. Stop
what
resisting.
Are you putting me on the floor?
Stop resisting.
Why am I arrested? Why am I
Stop resisting.
Why am I arrested?
You got that one?
Why am I arrested? Why am I arrested? Why am I arrested?
Stop moving your arm.
Why am I arrested? Why am I arrested? You got my whole coochie out. Why am I arrested? Sir?
You good? Yeah, I'm good.
Sir, why am I arrested?
I'll tell you
You
after.
put me in handcuffs before you read my Miranda rights.
Yep.
You're gonna
don't need to read a Miranda.
All right, you'll see.
Let me know when you're ready.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
I'm gonna get to unlock these.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay,
why am I arrested?
Well, right now you have disorderly intox as a charge.
For what?
Disorderly intoxication.
For what?
Then you're refusing to leave.
For refusing to leave, I have my friends in my room. So
Not
what am I
anymore,
arrested for? What am I arrested
Told
for?
you, disorderly intoxication.
What am I arrested for, though?
Get in.
Can you tell me what I'm arrested
I've
for?
already told you 3 times.
You haven't
Get in.
told me.
Get in the car.
I will leave. Give me my stuff and I will leave.
Get in the car right now or you will get tased.
I said I will leave.
Get in the car.
Can I leave?
Get in the car.
I have 2 kids at home.
Put your legs in the car right
Can I
now.
leave? Can I leave, please?
Thank you. Oh, that's it. First 2 adult female, 10:15.
So, her room is 327. I don't know if there's kids up there or if the other adults are
She's
up
saying some friends are up there.
there. Was kids.
She also said she had 4 kids here.
Was there kids with her yesterday? Was there kids with her? She told Russ that she had 2 or 4 kids.
Yeah, 2 in the chest.
She was with adults down there. Okay. 3 adults, 2 women, and 1 guy, I guess.
Okay. She might just drop her. See if they dropped her in the car.
What am I arrested for? What am I arrested for? Because you guys just put me in handcuffs for what?
Disorderly intoxication.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Do you have a camera?
Okay.
You're about to get in trouble. Because you put me in handcuffs for no reason.
Do you have kids up there? How did you get out of the handcuffs?
You have no reason to put me in handcuffs.
Get out of the car.
I didn't do nothing to you.
Well, you just.
I did
that's
nothing
another,
to
that's
you.
now a felony.
I did
Turn around.
nothing to you. I did nothing to you.
Turn
What
around.
the f you
I
mean?
don't know what your
I
problem
did
is.
nothing to you. What the f you got going on? What do you got
Those are
going on
tight,
for real?
Really?
What do you
Yeah,
got
swear
going
to
on
God.
for real? You're arresting me for what?
You're gonna be a little tighter then.
For what? For what?
Told you a million times.
For what? For what?
Told you already.
For what? For what? Okay, so let me leave. Get my money back
No,
and let
you're
me
under
leave.
arrest. I told you that already.
Under arrest for what?
I'm not unarresting you.
For what?
Disorderly intox.
Disorderly intox. What? I didn't do nothing to you.
Get inside.
I didn't do nothing to you.
Can you stop talking for like 2
I
seconds?
did nothing to y'all. What do you mean? I did nothing to you.
So what happened today? Give me
Well-
a quick rundown here.
The bar railing there, I was on the other side.
Yep, in the
She
pool
was-
area.
In the pool area. She was sitting on the other side with her friends. One of her friends got up to walk around and get in the pool. And I just mentioned to her friend that she needed a wristband. Her friend was perfectly cool.
Yep.
And her other 2 friends were perfectly cool. She spun around and went off on me about how she's got a villa here and blah, blah, blah. And every time I see her, I've never seen her in my life.
Okay.
But she's like, every time I see her, you're harassing me and I got a villa here, I shouldn't have to fuck with that. So then her friends got her calmed down, I think, and she left.
So she's swearing and yelling
Oh,
at
she
you.
was
Like
screaming.
in front of, like at the pool area, in front of kids and everything?
Then she left, and her friend, the guy friend came up and was like, I appreciate you, she's going through all this. I'm like, fine. So I was in the park walking around, and then right underneath the slide, she came in the park and found me and started screaming at me. So I
What was she saying?
that I was not there to talk to her, and she'd already complained to the manager, and I was going to lose my job, and on and on.
Like literally yelling?
Screaming. I mean,
Okay.
screaming.
Okay.
Screaming. Fuck. And I'm like, look, there's kids around. Just calm down.
Yep.
I said, why don't you follow me back to the bar? And then so I went to the bar, and I told the bartender to cut her off.
Yeah.
You know?
Because she's been drinking,
And then
obviously.
she went off. And then she kept going on. And then the bartender's like, look, you got to calm down. He goes, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. He goes, no, you won't. So then they called one manager down. I don't know what he did. He didn't do much. Then the next thing, Kyle showed up. And Kyle, you know,
He's the one that called us.
yeah, he's tried to calm her down. She wouldn't calm down. He told me, look, I'm going to refund you your money for your room.
Yep.
And me need to leave the property. Because if not, I'm going to call the police. She went off. She goes, just see what happens, you know. And then you guys showed up, you know. So
Okay.
that's basically it.
Good enough for me. Can I just get a phone number in case I have to call you?
The deputy then went to the suspect's hotel room to inform her friends that they needed to leave the property.
Oh yeah, can you talk to my dad, please?
Yeah.
In a minute.
The-
So here's
her
what's gonna
dad
happen.
is the
Okay.
one who got the room. We had the
No, let him
manager.
talk. Let him
Okay,
talk.
so
The manager.
Drea, let me
okay,
talk.
so
I'm glad you're here.
she was
because-
trespassed, okay?
Okay.
Which means
But we
everybody's
left
gotta
her
go.
at the pool though.
But listen, she
Before she
wasn't.
was
okay.
trespassed.
She didn't come with us.
But she didn't
She
take
had
the
an
room.
I
ID.
just don't have a
but
physical.
her name is on the room.
I don't have a
Yeah, but
physical
it's
Her
ID.
dad. It's her dad.
I understand.
She didn't have a
He's the
physical
first
ID,
one.
and we were all
Okay.
together earlier.
How long until he gets here?
He's
He
almost
said
how
20
long?
minutes. And the manager downstairs. I'm not trying to.
Hold
get
on, let him talk.
No, you're good. I'm listening.
Listen, so the manager and maintenance came upstairs and said, you guys have 30 minutes till your dad gets here, which is her dad.
Okay. Which we can't control a grown adult. We left when she was arguing at the security guard.
But here's the thing. Private property, right? They don't want you here. They're asking you to leave.
So they're going to refund the money and everything else?
Okay, but
they can, but you're going to have to take that up on a different day or even later today if you want.
But she didn't pay for this.
Okay, kicked out, they need to refund it.
I understand, and they will.
I'll call my lawyer.
That's
Hello?
I'm calling my lawyer right now, bro. This is bullshit.
Okay, so, alright, so real quick.
No, I'm calling my lawyer.
Since everyone's just been a headache today, this is what's going to happen. Okay?
Let him come.
Everybody needs to go. Alright, as far as your money's concerned, you can get that back at a later date, I'm sure. They got a lot of money here, I'm sure they can refund you. However, for today, everybody needs to leave right now, okay? They can get like 5 minutes to finish packing, but everybody's got to leave this room right now, leave the property, okay?
Can we still get an explanation?
You got explanation, whatever. It's all
Not from you.
Okay?
Yeah, I haven't been here yet, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, I'm sure someone can fill you in when you do get here, but I'm just letting you know for when you get here, that's what's happening right now, okay?
Can I?
Well, that got nothing to do with me. I mean, I can say that my son, right? He's 9 years old.
He's 10 years old. I heard little brother's
You might have to
away.
get another room, or you can just talk to the front staff when you do get here, okay?
Spent like $350 on it.
Okay. Alright, see.
So
That's fine, we'll clean
can I
up.
talk to you?
No, how about
We're
this?
gonna clean
How
up.
about this?
We're gonna
Okay.
He's
respect
doing
you guys.
his job.
Can I
We're
talk?
gonna clean
Can I
up.
talk?
We're gonna go out to the
Alright,
front.
hold on.
Let my dad.
Alright, here we go.
Let
This is what
me
we're going to
talk.
do. You go first.
Okay, listen. So, the girl that was being disrespectful.
Yeah.
We all left when she was being disrespectful
At
for
the
no
bar.
reason because
The guy was
she
doing his
wanted
job.
to dip her feet in the pool.
Yes.
The security guard said,
I-
"Hey, you need your wristband." We were
I
like,
get
"Okay."
that you're no
he
part of
didn't-
that, right?
No,
is
I
what
know.
you're saying, right?
So I don't want to. We don't want to be a cause to her dad and the property
Okay.
for something that we
Listen,
sent
what he's
away.
saying
Okay,
is this
but
is a private
here's-
property.
No, I
So
understand
here's what's going on, though, okay? This is where it's kind of like
But-
guilty
but-
by
but he
association.
came here,
Hold on
though,
one
and
second.
told us we
Okay.
have an hour
So
and a
she's
half.
part of your
an
group,
hour.
though, right?
No, she had the ID earlier
I don't
before
have
we
my
got
ID
here.
card.
She
Okay,
drove
but
alone.
she's part of you guys.
She drove
You guys
alone
are
here.
all a group of friends, a group of people, whatever. You could say
No,
all you
we
want,
went
but you all
together.
say okay,
No,
but
she's
you're
not
all
fr-
together.
Hey,
is what I'm
listen,
saying.
it is what it is.
Basically,
So
yes.
we're not getting out of this.
Basically,
That's
yes.
right.
Yeah, there's
Basically,
really no
yes.
part
We
of
invited
that.
her,
I got you, but
So
now you all
now
have to
I
go
feel
because
bad.
of her actions.
but we told we
understand.
left.
It is what it dread.
I got you.
It's over with.
But
Look, it's
the
over
hotel
with.
staff
We gotta
doesn't
go.
want to trespass anybody
It is
right
what it
now,
is.
but they want you to go.
It is what it is.
However, if you don't go, then we are going to trespass you.
You guys can.
And then if
What
you
are
don't
we
go
gonna
after
do,
that,
stand
We're
there?
gonna
well,
leave.
that's what
We're
happened
gonna
downstairs.
leave,
So.
but I feel
Let's
like
go, but what we're confused
Okay.
about is the
Maintenance-
guy. Let's go.
maintenance
But the guy
said that I
told
should
us-
talk
Yeah,
to the
we'll go.
manager. He
But
just
he
came up here and
said
said, "You
though.
guys have an hour for
Okay.
your dad
But my
to get
dad
here
told me
Well,
to
now-
talk to
and
him.
get your things
They're
together."
telling us that they want you to go, so now I guess
We
I'm
gotta
the
go.
Because
bearer
she
of bad
already
news.
fucking
So,
No, it's alright. It is what it is, bro. I know. I know
trust
how
me,
it
I,
goes.
I get this
I
stuff
get it, bro.
dependent
It's
on
not
you.
you.
So,
No.
You don't own the place, I understand.
yeah,
So
honestly,
we'll
I
just
don't,
clean up real quick, then we'll.
that's fine. I don't care if you guys leave that shit there.
Yeah, that's why I said leave
Well, no, I don't
us
want them to
there.
like. I don't want them to like
What the
charge
They're
extra.
kicking us out. What the leave all the extra.
I would just grab
We
you.
Well, I don't want
can't-
to charge Frank extra because we didn't clean or
Well,
something.
They're kicking us out anyways.
So,
Pick
yeah.
your shit
Alright.
up
That-
that you're
that's
drinking
fine.
and let's go.
Grab your beer if you want. Hold on. All right, man. Step out.
Can I call my mom?
Yeah.
I want to call my mom.
Here, walk this way.
I don't have her number. I don't know her number.
You'll be able to get it out of your phone if it's in your phone.
You up here, put your feet underneath the step for me.
Are you the
Here.
sergeant? Can I talk to you for a second?
Already talked.
We haven't talked.
Okay, listen.
We haven't talked. Am I?
Watch your shins. Watch your
I know,
shins.
but can I talk to him for a
Face this
second?
way.
Look,
You can talk to him.
Keep going.
No. Keep your feet underneath the step just like that.
Can I talk to you?
Look towards the van.
You can look and talk, okay?
Did I talk to you? I did nothing wrong. I went to the manager in the office and I did nothing wrong.
Put your arms up for me.
I didn't cuss nobody out or anything. I have an autistic baby at home and I have my son at home. I don't understand why I'm getting arrested.
Disorderly intoxication.
What do you mean? I have a hotel. What do you mean I'm intoxicated? What do you mean?
You can smell it.
Smell what? That I had a drink? I'm not intoxicated. I have not shown no signs of intoxication. I got upset that I paid $400 for a room and they we're trying to. The guy was trying to kick me out for it. I will leave.
It's their right to kick you
I
out.
will leave right now. I have 2
Face
kids
the
at
van,
home.
please.
I have 2 kids at home, please. I really don't.
Like I said, what's done is done.
I have no clothes. I have to go in there. I have no clothes.
We'll give you clothes when you get there.
I have nobody to buy me an officer. I have nobody.
We'll double lock this and tighten up on this.
Keep facing the front, please.
What about my phone?
It's all right here in a bag. It's going to come with you here, okay?
How am I going to get a hold of my
They'll let you get a number
How
out
am
when
I
you get
going to
there.
get a hold of my
They're
phone?
going to let you get a phone number out of your phone when you get there, okay? And then they'll let you get a phone call, okay?
1 step at a time. Watch your head. Go all the way to the front to safest part of the video.
Let's examine the constitutional framework. She was ultimately charged with disorderly intoxication and resisting arrest without violence. This analysis examines whether those charges were legally supported and whether the force used to execute the arrest was constitutionally justified. The first charge is disorderly intoxication under Florida Statute Section 856.011. The statute requires 2 concurrent elements. The subject must be intoxicated, and that intoxication must produce a public disturbance in a public place. Both elements must be present simultaneously. Either alone is insufficient. The public disturbance element is the stronger of the 2. Witness accounts describe the subject screaming profanity in the pool area in front of children, then locating a staff member in a separate part of the park and resuming the confrontation. That conduct, if corroborated, satisfies the disturbance prong. The intoxication element is the critical weakness. No field sobriety assessment is conducted on camera. No specific indicators. Slurred speech, unsteady gait, odor, bloodshot eyes are articulated by the officer on the record. The subject challenges the charge directly, inviting officers to assess her sobriety. That challenge goes unanswered on camera. Without documented indicators of intoxication in either the bodycam footage or the arrest report, the prosecution faces an evidentiary gap on the lead charge. The defense will point to the officer's silence in response to the subject's sobriety challenge as affirmative evidence of reasonable doubt. The trespass framework is legally cleaner. Under Florida Statute Section 810.09, willful presence on private property after a lawful removal demand from an authorized agent constitutes criminal trespass. Hotel management holds that authority. The demand was made. The subject refused to comply. Private property law does not require the owner to justify the removal demand. Payment for a hotel room creates a license to be on the property, not an irrevocable right. That license is revocable by management at any time for any reason. The subject's argument that she paid $400 is emotionally compelling and legally irrelevant. The resisting arrest charge is grounded in Florida Statute Section 843.Florida.02. The statute prohibits resisting, obstructing, or opposing an officer in the lawful execution of a legal duty without violence. Continued movement during handcuffing and refusal to place legs in the patrol vehicle are textbook conduct under this statute. However, this charge is legally dependent on the underlying arrest being lawful. If the disorderly intoxication charge cannot be sustained, the lawfulness of the arrest itself becomes contested, and a contested arrest undermines the resisting charge with it. The 2 counts are legally linked. The subject raises a Miranda objection on camera, stating she was handcuffed before her rights were read. This reflects a common misunderstanding of the doctrine. Under Miranda versus Arizona, the warning is constitutionally required before custodial interrogation, not before the act of arrest. Handcuffing alone does not trigger Miranda. Deputy Plum correctly declines to interrogate the subject post-arrest, responding to her questions with non-committal answers. This is procedurally sound. No Miranda violation is identifiable in the footage. Had the officer questioned her in custody without the warning, any statements obtained would be suppressed under the exclusionary rule on use of force. The governing standard is Graham versus Connor, 490, United States 386, decided in 1989. Force is evaluated by objective reasonableness from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene, not with the benefit of hindsight. At the moment of the takedown, the subject had been given multiple departure warnings, had refused to comply, and reached for her phone. The officer had probable cause for arrest. The transition to physical control while abrupt on camera is within the range of objectively reasonable responses to sustained noncompliance. Deputy Plum receives a B-. The extended de-escalation before arrest and the professional handling of the hotel room scene are genuine strengths. The critical failure is the absence of documented intoxication indicators, which is the evidentiary foundation the lead charge requires and does not appear to have. The subject receives a C+. Her on-camera challenge to the intoxication charge is legally substantive and may benefit her at trial. However, returning to confront staff a second time and resisting during handcuffing compounded her legal exposure. The appropriate remedy for a wrongful trespass order is civil litigation, not physical resistance. Hotel management receives a B. Offering a refund, escalating to law enforcement only after voluntary departure failed, and communicating clearly with deputies reflects sound process. The decision to extend the removal order to uninvolved companions was legally permissible but unnecessary, and it unnecessarily broadened the conflict. 3 lessons from this encounter. First, on private property, a paying customer has no stronger right to remain than any other guest once management revokes permission. Payment is a license, not a property right. Know the distinction before a confrontation begins. Second, for law enforcement, the disorderly intoxication charge requires documented evidence of intoxication. Witness reports of disturbing behavior satisfy the disturbance prong. They do not satisfy the intoxication prong. Field assessment and written documentation are not optional, they are the charge. Third, Miranda protects against compelled self-incrimination during custodial interrogation. It does not prevent a lawful arrest. Conflating the two, as the subject does here, is understandable under stress but legally inaccurate. Understanding when rights apply and when they do not is the difference between a viable defense and a lost one. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Audit the Court, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.